back, relax, and maybe get yourself a snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hey guys, so it is Friday and I have today off from work because I am going up to Peterborough to go to Fantasycon, which is quite exciting. I have actually been to Fantasycon once before. I went when it was in Nottingham in 2015. I'm very excited because obviously a day off work is always good and conventions are a lot of fun. I know that Stevie is going and I know that Elizabeth is going, and I think there'll probably be a lot more people that I know from different events I've been to as well. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm hoping that I can try and do a bit of a vlog for you guys as I go. Made it to Waterloo, so next stop is to get from Waterloo to King's Cross. I made it to King's Cross and I'm now having a little snack just before the train because my train is at 11:08 and at the moment it is about 10:20, so I've got a fair bit of time before it goes and I'm all ahead of schedule, so that's good. One of the things about King's Cross is that it's actually got platform 9 3/4 and it's always busy, so there's the shop. There's always people queuing to get a photo with the platform 9 3/4 sign because they just love it, so why not? I've never done it myself, but there's always a queue, even really early in the morning. Found it! I made it onto my seat. Made it! Okay, you're too keen. Okay, so I'm officially in Peterborough. I keep calling it Peterborough. Peterborough, singular. No S. We made it. We're in a shopping centre that's quite lovely because we got into the hotel, we checked in, got my badge, so we're ready to go. Events start at like 3-ish, I think. And we need to check in, so we're going to figure all that out. We're on the mission for food. Food is priority right now, and obviously Stevie's here, and we're following some authors. You've probably heard of them. It's like Ben Aronovich, Ed McDonald. We had lunch, which was very nice, and now we're in our hotel room. So we're checked in, and all the activities start at like 6-ish, I think, is the opening ceremony, so we got a bit of time to kill. And I think it's only 4 something now, so 2 hours of chill time, which I'm quite looking forward to because travelling and socialising and such is a little bit draining, so it's going to be good to have a bit of downtime before it all kicks off in earnest. Okay, so we just had the opening ceremony, which was quite quick and brief, which is always good, and now we are doing a mass signing. I think like there's loads of authors just sitting at tables signing books, chilling, so it's a bit impromptu, but it's good and it's busy and there's lots of people here, so I'm just looking like a fool talking to you guys.
I write science fiction, fantasy, horror, erotica, historical fiction, all kinds of fun stuff.
Hi, my name is Ed McDonald. I've written a book called Blackwing, which came out in July, if you glance, or eating really small dinosaurs, because they have rights too. And I think that, even though that was a subplot, for me that probably hit home around page 785 to 913.
Oh yeah, 913 was good. Yeah, good point.
It was spectacular at that point, wasn't it? Because that was the point where you really didn't know whether Compythagoras was an entirely separate genus or not. Is it dinosaurial cannibalism? Does it matter? Is if I was going to write a book about Spot over 900 pages long, I would want there to be at least one illustration of Spot inside the book.
It's all just zoom ins on his face.
Is that
just a very complicated face, is it? You may have mistaken thinking it was abstract fields of yellow and black, and occasionally an ellipse of pink.
Hey guys, so it is Saturday now. Last night kind of devolved into sitting at the bar and chatting with people that I've not seen since Worldcon, so that's mainly what I spent my time doing. It was a good laugh, but we actually came back fairly early because we're lame. Stevie and I, over there you are. We came back early and we ended up just chilling in bed, chatting, and then we had a nice power cut, so the hotel was in darkness and we were just reading in darkness by torchlight, which was quite amusing. And then we just passed out because we're really tired. We slept in really late as well, but it's fine because the thing we want to see starts at 11, so we've got a bit of time to go for breakfast and get everything done. And then I will try and do a bit more actual vlogging of panels and things today, because today is the main day where it all happens. So yeah, I will update you guys in a bit. So I'm about to go into the dealer's room to have a look around and see what they've got in there. So come join me and see the dealer's room. It's all just gone a bit weird in Peterborough. Doing a bit of Peterborough exploring. Oh, look at that. And Stevie. Gorgeous Stevie as well. That's nice, it's a lovely day. Starbucks, yay! I'm Megan Lee. This is our wonderful guest of honour, Pat Cadigan. I'm Lucy Houghton. And I'm Charlotte Hall. So, we're really excited, obviously, to be joined by this year's guest of honour. So she's science fiction, fantasy, horror, 3-time winner of the Locus Award, twice winner of the Arthur C. Clarke Award, 1-time winner of the Hugo Award. She just needs to stop collecting awards.
I'm really more of a short fiction writer. In fact, if I could get by on short fiction, I'd just write lots and lots of short fiction, and occasionally cough up a novel. But well, let's see. That's the thing about this genre is, like, you could say feral parrot story to 3 writers, and you get 4 different stories. You know, it's like that's the wonderful thing, and that's why theme anthologies seem to work so well. As you say, bird horror stories go, and you get stories that are just, and that's what I love about the genre of the fantastic, whether it's science fiction, fantasy, or horror. And I love to write all 3 things.
Guess who I found? She's alive. It's Elizabeth. We are in the dealer's room currently because we just watched the interview with Pat Cadigan. That my fave. She's just amazing. So that was really good. It was by, what's their name?
Breaking the Glass
Slipper. I can never get it right.
Podcast. You should
And
listen to it.
yes, I've got a little clip, so I will put a link to wherever you can find their stuff down in the description. Now we're in the dealer's room because we're going to go to another panel at 12:30. It's a bit strange how they do things at Fantasycon. There's like 2 different schedules which don't quite match up, so there's a strange break that we have right now. So we're in the dealer's room to have a look and see what.
I mean, it's terrible. We have to look at books for
It is really bad, actually. Yeah, terrible, terrible stuff. So we're going to do that. And I've already shown you the dealer's room, but if I see anything, I will show you more. I think it looks like I've got like 10 eyes on my glasses because of the windows in here. Just like crazy. Anyway, that's that.
I'm sorry the price is
Buying things.
not much I can do about it.
I think that for me, when we think of landscapes, we just think of a vista or panorama shot of this is the world in which we're living. And for me, in the way that it comes into writing, is the landscape is commonly going to be used as a way of setting tone, a way of setting the sense of pace and feeling and things like that throughout the story. When we are introduced, for instance, to the Shire, in The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings, we know that this is a place of peace and calm and serenity, and we know that can't last from the very beginning. It's so twee, it's so pseudo-Victorian in some of its approaches, that we know that we're going to go on an unexpected journey. And then, of course, by the time you get to the desolation of Smaug, we're looking at a landscape which is suitable for a showdown, a climactic scene. So I suppose for me, the importance of landscape in that regard is in building narrative and is used as a sensory comparator for the events or the internal development of the characters.
Because we live inside very controlled environments. We live in our flats and our houses here in towns and cities here in England for the most part. And we have our cars, or we have our buses, we have our trains, we run on certain tracks. And the minute we encounter something in the natural world, it pushes us in a different direction. And we forget what kind of control nature has over us. I think that's why I like apocalyptic fiction. Because as soon as everything goes to hell, we're then, as people and as characters, forced to deal with the world in ways that we don't have to deal with it on a day-to-day basis.
Our own approach to landscape and our own experience of landscape, our own fears about landscape are going to deeply affect what we write and why we write.
I grew up on the edge of a post-apocalyptic nuclear monster wasteland. Mutations and things like that. I actually would say I write from almost the opposite perspective to that, where I grew up in a lovely little town called Bury St Edmunds where nothing ever happens, and
So that's how it's affected.
There was once a news story on. Do we get Look East around here? Anyone who's a Peterborough local? Yeah. Okay. So on Look East, once there was this great news story about how the geese in the village of Bayton were chasing people and threatening them and things like that. And when they finished the news report, they panned out from the reporter's face, and he was sitting in the middle of the geese, just to kind of make the point. So I'm not from necessarily a background conducive to fantasy writing. I follow the sort of China Mayville theory of how to write books, which is whenever you're wondering what to write next, just write the weirdest thing that comes into your head, and it will probably be quite entertaining.
Okay, so we just came out of the Landscapes in Fantasy panel, which I really enjoyed actually. There was some great discussion on that one, and they talked about lots of things that I hadn't really considered before, so I liked that a lot. And I think it might be my favourite one so far, although I did really enjoy the interview with Pat Cadigan as well. So those are my top two of the day so far. Elizabeth is still here.
Still alive.
Still alive, still with me. So we're enjoying it, I think. Have you been to Fantasycon before?
No, I haven't. This is my first Fantasycon.
How are you enjoying Fantasycon
I'm
so
very
far?
much enjoying it.
This is my second one. The other one was quite different though, because it was 2 years ago, and it was just a really different, like the hotel and everything was totally different.
The location makes a
vastly-
really big difference,
Yeah.
I think.
So, but I enjoyed both so far. I think the one I went to last time was easier because you didn't have to run around as much. Like it's all in one building, and there's a lot of stairs in this one. But in terms of like the panels and stuff, it's all been good fun so far. So yeah, we're gonna go get some lunch because lunch is priority. I don't know if you can hear me over the very loud bank party. This is Meg, she's with us, and we just had food, so we're all feeling a lot more happy and recharged. I was a bit low energy before.
Bubbles!
Bubbles everywhere. I've just got the two of you in the back of my video chasing bubbles. Oh dear. Anyway, we're heading back to the con. I think there's a panel about new technologies or
New futures.
new futures. So we're going to go to that. We are going to Waterstones. Ooh. Very fantasy. Oh my god, it's quite impressive, isn't it?
Cathedrals always make me think of the Aliette de Bodard Angels books.
Yeah. I love this one. This is a good cathedral. Look at all the arches. Oh my god. I love it. Oh. Impressive. We're in front of the cathedral. You can't even see it.
Yeah, there it is.
Chin shot.
No, do it like, if we just go slightly lower. There's no cathedral in it, there you go.
I can kind of get us in. Hey guys! So I just had dinner. Seen a couple of panels today that have been good fun and recorded some of them. We went to one that was about editing and that was really, really good because it was a panel of very experienced editors, so I really enjoyed that. Obviously, don't know if you guys know, but I am actually an editor, so it was good fun to go and see them talking about stuff. And now I think the next one I'm going to is called New Epics, and it's got a couple of people who I really like it, so that's always good. I think RJ Barker is on there, and I'm currently reading his book and loving it. So hopefully it will be really good, and I will try and vlog a little bit of it for you guys.
Welcome to the New Epics panel, and I have an esteemed group of people here. I'm going to introduce them, and then they're going to talk about themselves briefly, and then we're going to kick off into stuff. So first of all, let's go from the Den Patrick end. Den.
Thanks, I'll pay you after. My name is Den Patrick, and hopefully I don't need a microphone. I am the author of 6 books with Galance, and I have a new trilogy out in the new year. The first book is called The Witch Sign.
Adrian Tchaikovsky.
Oh, I am indeed Adrian Tchaikovsky. I have written the 10-volume Shadows of the Alps book, which is definitely, I think, epic fantasy, and I've written I'm currently putting out the Echoes of the Fall, starting with Tiger and the Wolf, which is also probably epic fantasy, so yeah, I guess I'm in the zone.
Good man.
Hi, I'm Jim Williams. I haven't written as many books as Adrian, who it's really difficult to sit next to someone who's written like 10 books in like one series. It's mad. I've written a trilogy called the Copper Cat trilogy, which is kind of somewhere between sword and sorcery and epic fantasy, possibly heroic fantasy. I've never really decided. Don't really know. But my new series, which just started this year, the Winnowing Flame trilogy, is epic fantasy, and the first one's called The Ninth Reign.
I'm Joanne Hall. I've written 8 books, some of which are series books and some of which are standalones in the same universe, so I'm guessing that qualifies as epic fantasy, if that's what you call it. I kind of thought it was low fantasy because it's mainly people hanging around in pubs and getting in fights. If it's epic because it's big, then it's big.
We'll come to that now. RJ Barker.
I'm RJ. That's very forceful, wasn't it? Yes, RJ Barker. I'm RJ Barker. I've written loads of books, but only one that's actually good enough to publish. And that's out now. It's called Age of Assassins, and it's definitely an epic fantasy because my agent told me that's what would sell.
What is the definition of epic? Because it can't be just longer and more sprawling than. So we need some ideas about what makes a fantasy an epic fantasy as opposed to any other sort of fantasy. Low fantasy, high fantasy, fat fantasy, whatever. So let's have a... I'll tell you what, Jen.
Oh.
You're it. Being the moderator is a brilliant thing. I say nothing apart from what do you think.
I've made eye contact with you at exactly the wrong moment. Shit. Okay, so I did at the start kind of state that the Ninth Reign was definitely epic fantasy, so I should sound like I know what that means.
Should you be able to explain why?
Shouldn't I?
Can you?
So,
you lied to us, Jen.
This is where you go, Adrian, what do you think?
So I think, other than just, I do tend towards the idea that they are physically large books, but I think you're not helping, Adrian. I think it's to me it's usually to do with the world itself being at stake. We're talking about a story that takes in the fate of potentially reality, the world, whatever your landscape is.
Excellent. Who can I try and trip up now? RJ, you've looked at me in a funny way. Too many times this weekend already, so you can have a go.
Don't look at him.
I think...
Won't help. I see.
I think Jen's right.
There you go.
I think it's that it kind of encompasses a whole world, and you have that sort of coming together of big stories into one big end, which is things I don't actually do in my book, which is definitely epic fantasy.
Because your agent says so.
Yes. But
So your
yeah,
definition of what an epic fantasy is because my agent says it is.
Yeah.
That's
basically.
in a nutshell.
Maybe dynastic. Yeah. Yeah. If it's dynastic and takes place over maybe a number of generations or throughout someone's life over a long period of time, it's definitely epic fantasy if it features assassins and solving mysteries.
Mysteriously.
Yes.
Coincidentally. And who can I pick on? I mean, who can I ask to add something to next? Oh,
yes,
there you are.
we looked at each other. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Oh gosh, it's hard because it's not just many books, is it? I think it has to be, almost like Jen said, something where the stakes are so enormous that they will affect the entire world if the thing that is supposed to happen happens or doesn't happen. So it's like real, world-changing or world-affecting fantasy rather than your sort of lower level. This happens in a town, and what happens might affect the fate of the town, but it won't affect the whole world.
Maybe it's epic fantasy if when you buy the book you don't know whether it's going to finish at the end. That's how you tell it's epic fantasy.
Adrian, as an author of 10 books in epic fantasy series, how do you respond to that?
I think you can
accusation.
I think you can have a single volume epic fantasy quite happily. None spring to mind, but that's probably just the way the fantasy genre tends to work.
I've been listening to the definitions.
Yes.
I think I'm going to have to email my agent.
You're going to walk out the panel now.
I shouldn't be.
You're going to bring up
Age of Assassins has a lot of the clothing of epic fantasy in that it's kind of medievalist and there's a big castle, but it's not. I'm a professional author, I'm going to find a better word than small. It's an intense story and it's very focused. It is on two people and they never move out the castle. But it does take place over about 25 years.
That's epic.
That's good. Now, yes, that's good. It's something. Who was talking about generational?
I do plotting, you know.
Hi guys, so it is now Sunday, which is the last day of Fantasycon. Last night was pretty good fun. Ended up going to the new Epics panel. I went to that one on my own and I really enjoyed it. I think that was one of my favourites because it was just a panel of really great authors. All of them were really entertaining. Particularly enjoyed James Barclay and Adrian Tchaikovsky and R.J. Barker. I think they were all really, really entertaining. And yeah, I mean the whole panel was good, to be honest. It made me laugh a lot, which is always a nice thing. I think I tend to enjoy the panels where I end up laughing a lot more. And then I went off to the hotel to charge up my phone because it died, hence why I haven't got quite as much footage as I would have loved, but oh well. And came back later on for a panel all about good versus evil. And that one was quite funny because it started at 9:30 and it just descended into madness. Everyone was a little bit drunk already and it was quite bemusing, but I had a good time at that one too. And then I just wandered around and found people to sit down and drink and have fun. So we did that for a while. Eventually, at like midnight, I think I came back and found Stevie, who's somewhere over there packing up her stuff because we've got to check out soon, and we just hung out and chatted, and I think we stayed up till like 2 in the morning chatting, which was good. We had a great time, but then we got woken up at just before 9 by the cathedral playing some very nice jingly loud bells. So that was I didn't expect that. I forgot there was a cathedral here, so I maybe should have gone to bed earlier, but it was fine. We're all good, we're up, we're awake. Hey guys, so I'm currently just sat at the station at Peterborough waiting for my train back to King's Cross, and then I can get another train and another train and another train and I'll be home. So it's all very train related today. I am on my own, I've said goodbye to everyone. and I'm really tired. I'm also feeling a little bit ill. I feel like every con I'm going to go to is going to make me ill, but hey ho, it's only a cold at the moment, so I'm not feeling terrible. Just got a bit of a sniffles coming on, so it's quite good that it's finishing today. I do have work and stuff tomorrow, which is annoying, but hey ho, that's life. It's been really good fun. I have been to Fantasycon before, so I kind of expected it to be a lot of fun, but last time I went I didn't know that many people, whereas now I feel like I know a lot more of the sort of publishing world from all the stuff I do with my channel, and also like going to events and things. So it's really, really great to just like meet lots of people who I've chatted to before. I had a few people come up to me and say that they watched my channel, so that was really, really exciting, and I'm super grateful for anyone who ever does that, so thank you. And yeah, it was just a really lovely weekend. I think definitely a tiring one. Today I just went and saw Ben Aronovich being interviewed, and we went out for a little meal in Starbucks, and that's basically all we did today. And I said goodbye to like Stevie and Elizabeth and all the others, and then just walked over here, which was quite an easy journey. The good thing about Peterborough is that everything seems to be quite central, so it was a good easy journey. And yeah, now I'm just chilling here. I think I've got about 10-15 minutes before my train arrives, so yeah. It's also pretty abandoned down this end of the platform, so I'm really hoping I'm in the right place, but I guess we'll figure out soon. Let me know in the comments if you guys have been to any conventions, what you've enjoyed most about it. I think my panel that I enjoyed the most for Fantasycon was definitely the New Epics panel, although I did really enjoy Pat Cadigan and her giving her interview as well. So lots of great little moments and a lot of good fun. So yeah, that is that. I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye guys!
Thank you for watching my video today. Go pick up a book, then come back and chat with me again.